So graphical representation of equations. Okay. So these are the graphical representations, that is distance time graph and velocity time graphs. First let us see the distance time graphs. Okay. So distance time graphs, that is S by T graph. S by T, that we can say speed equals to distance traveled by time taken. S by T. Okay. So I told already basis on the speed of the body of in a motion. Okay. So that is we can take like this. So in graph sheets I will show you, okay, in the notes. Okay. So now we can see the rough diagrams. Okay. See here, this is a distance time graph. Okay. We can take in x-axis, that is time taken, and in y-axis we have velocity, that is speed of your body. Yes. Okay. We can take it as yes. So we have S1 and S2 as speed. So time is also like this. See, time T1 and T2. So here S2. Here we have T2. Z. See, we have the distance time graph, S by T time graph. S by T time graph. First thing, S by T time graph. Okay. So here the straight line represents uniform speed, unit, zero acceleration. There is a zero acceleration. S by T graph for uniform motion, that is a zero acceleration. Okay. So that is here we have to say straight line representation, that is a zero acceleration. Okay. There is no difference between the initial and final velocities. Okay. So here the distance traveled, so we can say it is a straight line representation, means there is a zero acceleration. And S by T graph for non-uniform motion. So this is for uniform motion. S by T graph for uniform motion, there is a zero acceleration. If there is a non-uniform motion, okay, so there is a acceleration, that is increase in acceleration. Increase in curve indicates that is accelerated non-uniform motion, and decrease in curve indicates decelerated uniform motion. Deceleration means it indicates in the negative. Okay. So decelerated non-uniform motion. Let us see that. That is ST time graph for this is uniform motion. Okay. This is uniform motion, and you can see now non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. So non-uniform motion we can have two time graphs. Okay. Two time graphs. That is one is, see like this, we have 0, this is x-axis, we have time taken, and this we are mentioning as distance s. Okay, this is y-axis. So again we have, so one is acceleration and one is deceleration. Okay, this is time taken as it is, here it is yes. Okay, so here one is acceleration and another one is we have decelerated motion. So in accelerated motion, the time increases. Okay, the time intervals is same, but the distances differs. Okay, the time intervals is same. So the time intervals is same, but the distances increases with respect to time. So the increase in curve. The increase in curve it mentions. The increase in curve it mentions accelerated motion. But here another one, the decrease in time taken. So the distances decrease in time taken. So that is, we can say it is a decelerated motion. Okay, decelerated motion. This is accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. So we have in the uniform motion there is a straight line. Okay, straight line motion. Here we have a acceleration is 0. Okay, and here in non-uniform motion we have two types of time graphs. That is, one is increase in curve, that we can say it is accelerated motion, and decrease in curve we can say it is a decelerated motion. Okay, and then we have S by T, that is distance by time taken graph for a body of rest. Okay, so body in motion, that body in motion is in uniform motion and in non-uniform motion. In motion means that is a straight line, acceleration is 0. is at rest. Okay. Yesterday diagram for a body at rest. See now body at rest. Okay. So how to mention the graph here? Okay. So here also we can take the time taken and distance. Okay. Time taken and distance. So but here we have the distance is same. The body is rest. Okay. But time is moving means it is on the same point. Okay. We can take x-axis as a time. Okay. And y-axis as distance. That is distance we can mention in yes. Okay, distance we can mention in yes. Now time is moving t1, t2, okay, etc. As the same here also we have body is at rest means s1. So body is also always at rest only now. Always at rest. In all the time we have the body is always at rest. That is also a straight line. Okay. So the body is rest means we want to find out the velocity, that is v equals to s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1. See here, this is s1 and this is s2. From here to here the value. So s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1. s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1. Okay, that is s2 minus s1 equals to 0. Okay, so s2 minus s1, what is s2 minus s1? So body is at rest. Body is at rest. What is the position here in S2? The same position in S1 also. Is it right, children? Okay. The position of the body is in S2 as the same position in the S1 also. So S2 minus S2. So S2 minus S1. Okay. S2 minus S1. The body is in the same condition in both the places. So both the places are same means we want to minus that S2 minus S1. We get 0. Okay, so S2 minus S1 equals to 0. But S2 minus S1 equals to 0. If S2 minus S2 minus S1 is 0 means we have this equation V equals to 0. Why? This S2 minus S1 is 0 means 0 by 22 minus T1 we have 0. Okay, therefore the body is at rest in S by T time graph, that is velocity is 0. Okay, why? Because the body is at the same position in always the time moves on. Okay, then we move on to the velocity time graph. So till now is on the speed time graph. Okay, now let us move on to the velocity time graph. So here. So in velocity time graph also t should be taken in the x-axis and velocity v should be taken in the y-axis. Okay. So here v by t time graph for uniform motion. First let us see by v by t time graph for uniform motion. For uniform motion and non-uniform motion, here also we can say that is uniform motion A equals to V2 minus V1 by T2 minus T1. Okay, so here in uniform motion, that is accelerated motion, that is in the same place. Okay, so here also the same. Okay, see this we can take it as time taken and here we can take it as V. Okay, so that is in time intervals. Okay, it is equal. V by t velocity time graph, the displacement by the time taken. Velocity equals to displacement by time taken. So displacement that is same in the, that is the travels time is same. Okay, the straight line moves on. Okay, so here we can take V1 and V2. Here T1, T2. Okay, so this is all same. Okay, so here velocity of displacement are same in velocity time graph, that is in uniform motion. So that is same means as the same we saw no. So like that only acceleration equals to V2 minus V1 by T2 minus T1. So same in the straight line, the body is at the same line means we have V2 minus V1 as 0. V2 minus V1 v1. So a equals to 0. Acceleration equals to 0. Okay. So the body is in the same condition. So we can say it is a acceleration, that is velocity v2 minus v1 equals to 0. Therefore 0 by time taken we can say it is a acceleration equals to 0. Okay. And then v by t graph for uniformly accelerated motion. This is also a uniformly accelerated motion. So v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. Okay. And then v by t graph for non-uniformly accelerated motion. So how to find out the non-uniformly accelerated motion? Non-uniform motion. Okay. So that is not for non-uniform motion. Also we can take as the same x-axis time taken and y-axis velocity. Okay. So here also the object is moving at different time intervals like this. Okay, like this it is moving. Okay. So here we have, see, so like this we have. Okay. So v1, v2 and v3 we have. v1, v2 and v3. Okay. So t1, t2 and t3. Okay. So here v1, v2 and v3. So for this we want to calculate the non-accelerated motion in velocity. How to calculate? That is total velocity. Okay. Total velocity by time taken. Total displacement by time taken. Here we want to find out the difference between the velocities. How to find out the difference between the velocities? v2 minus v1 and v3 minus v2. v2 minus v1 and v3 minus v2. So that is v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. See, v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. See, v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. That is the displacement between these two by the time taken. Okay. And we want to calculate v3 minus v2 by t3 minus t2. Okay. So these two are not equal. Okay. That is unequal distance. See, v2 minus v2 minus v1. v2 minus v1 is not equals to v3 minus v2. Okay. Therefore these two are not equals to v3 minus v2 by t3 minus t2. Okay. Therefore this is the acceleration a1 and this is the acceleration a2 we are taking. Therefore in non-uniform motion velocity time graph, that is acceleration 1 is not equals to acceleration 2. Okay. Therefore acceleration 1 is not equals to acceleration 2. Okay. For that we are calculating the average velocity of the body moves in a direction, that is non-uniform motion, non-uniform velocity. Okay. So here we want to find out the average velocity. We can't find out the velocity as it is. Why? Because the acceleration in v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t2 is different from v3 minus v2 and t3 minus t2. The accelerations in both these two places are different. Okay. So it is different means we can calculate the average velocity of these two places. Okay. That is the body is moving from v1 to v2 and v2 to v3. Okay. So the average velocity of v1 to v3 we want to find out. Excuse me. For that we want to calculate the average velocity by time taken. Okay. So then we want to find out the next velocity time graph for uniformly decelerated motion. So this is the accelerated motion. In an accelerated motion, the increase in time. Okay, increase in time. That is the graph is increases with respect to velocity and time taken. This is accelerated motion. Okay. So the velocity time graph is decreases with again. Okay, calculate the acceleration. So accelerated motion we are calculated in the positive manner, and decelerated motion we can calculate in the negative manner. Accelerated motion is positive and decelerated motion both in uniform motion or in non-uniform motion. The decelerated motion always calculated in the negative acceleration. Okay, so let us see uniform and non-uniform decelerated motion. Okay. So non-uniform, uniformly decelerated motion by V by T graph. Okay, decelerated motion. Decelerated motion for V by T graph. Okay, so first one is uniformly decelerated motion. Let us see. Okay, uniformly decelerated motion. So uniformly decelerated motion means the equal intervals of time taken in equal displacement. Okay, so that we can say as the same as the x-axis and y-axis. So equal intervals of time and equal intervals of displacement. Okay, so here this is time taken and here it is velocity. So here the acceleration. So in accelerated motion we saw that is the time graph is increases in curve. But here it is decreases. See, it decreases like this. Okay. It decreases. Okay, in time taken. Like this. Okay, so the V1, V2, V3 is decreases. Okay, see this is V1, V2 and V3. See V1, V2 and V3. Here A1 means acceleration. Okay, that is V1 and T1, V2 and T2, V3 and T3. See V2 minus V1 by T2 minus T1. So that is A1. V3 minus V2 by T3 minus T2, that is A2. Okay, so here we have this, both are equal in uniformly decelerated motion. Okay, that is V2 minus V1 by T2 minus T1, that is equals to V3 minus V2 by T3 minus T2. Okay, so all are equal in uniformly decelerated motion, and we can mention this as the negative acceleration. Okay, and as the same in non-uniform decelerated motion. So you can see. Okay, now that is in accelerated motion only. Non-uniform accelerated motion, we saw that is unequal distances in increasing curve. Okay, here we can see in non-uniform decelerated motion we have unequal distances in the decreasing curve. Okay, so can you understand the differences between these two, non-uniform and uniform, and both that is acceleration and decelerated motion. Okay children, don't confuse this. We have uniform and non-uniform. In uniform motion the acceleration is equal. Okay, so the acceleration between the two velocities and with time taken, that is equal. Okay, and non-uniform motion, that is differs. Okay, the acceleration is differs. Okay, so why? Because the increasing curve and decreasing curve. Increasing curve in unequal intervals. Okay, and decreasing curve also we have unequal intervals in non-uniform motion. Okay, so while decreasing curve, we have like this. Okay, so here we have intervals, unequal intervals. So V1, V2 and V3. Here T1, T2 and T3. So V2 minus V1 by T2 minus T1 and V3 minus V2 by T3 minus T2 is not equal here. So we can say A1 acceleration A-1 is not equals to A-2. Okay, so A dash is mentioned it as deceleration, A is mentioned it as A is defined as acceleration and A dash is defined as deceleration, that is deceleration or retardation. Okay. Next, move on to the equations. Equations of motion. So what are the equations we found out in this? We have three equations. We have in our class, in our textbook, we have three equations based on the motions. What are the three equations we have? Let us see first one. So first one, V equals to U plus AT. V equals to U plus AT. So how to calculate this? How we have this? So graphical derivation of this equation. Let us see now. How to derive. See, we have acceleration equals to change in velocity by change in time. We know that change in velocity by change in time. So from that, A equals to change in velocity. So what is velocity here? OB. That is OB minus OA. See here, from here to here, this is initial velocity and this is final. So the initial velocity and final velocity, that is OB minus OA. So we have initial velocity. So change in velocity OB minus OA by time. Change in time. So change in time O here. That is OC minus, this is C, no? OC minus 0. There is no change in time. So OC minus 0. This we can say. That is OB is V. OB is V minus U by T. So T minus 0. So OC is T. T seconds. This is 0 seconds. So it is at rest 0 seconds and it moves from here to here. You can take it as T seconds. So T minus 0. It's not moving then. So we can say T minus 0. So we can say V minus O to B. We can say it is a V. So this is moving from O to B. OB minus OA. We are changing velocity. So change in velocity here from here to here. So OB minus OA we found. So here it moves in the same direction and here to here it moves different direction. So the change in velocity here OB minus OA. From here we minus it from, we have the value here OAB. So AB is the difference change in time, that is with respect to velocity, that we want to find out the acceleration A to B. So we have OB minus OA, we have AB. So that we can say that is OB, we can say it as a V. And OA we can say it as U. So V minus U by T time taken. So A equals to V minus U by T. So this T is comes to LHS side. So AT equals to V minus U. So this is changes. We have this minus U comes to LHS and AT goes to RHS side. So that is, so this minus U comes in RHS side. So V equals to U plus AT. V equals to U plus AT. This minus U comes to LHS. So we have V equals to U plus AT. So this is the first formula derivation by the graphical representation. V equals to U plus AT. Next we have the second equation is S equals to ut plus half into at square. This also you are familiar now. You saw in your 8th standard class itself. Okay, I saw it in the 8th standard only. Okay, remember that. Remember that S equals to ut plus half into at square. Okay, same time graph. Okay, S equals to ut plus half into at square. Okay, so how to find out this? Distance traveled by object, that is equals to area of ABC, OABC by, that is OABC is a trapezium. Okay, so let us see the graph again. I erased it. Okay, so the same. See, this is the graph. Okay, for all the formulas we have. So this is time taken. Now here t 0 seconds. This is t seconds. This is time taken, and this is velocity. Okay. So here that is S equals to ut plus half into at square. Here we take the trapezium OABC. Okay, we are taking this trapezium OABC here. Okay, for this the area of the trapezium. So area of OADC. Okay, this we can take it as D. So this is U and this is V. Okay, so OADC plus triangle ABD. Okay, so in a trapezium we have rectangle and triangle. This is rectangle and this is a triangle. So what is rectangle? OADC is a rectangle and ADB is a triangle. Okay, so we want to find out the distance traveled by an object. Okay, distance traveled by an object equals to. Okay, so distance is yes, no. Distance traveled by an object equals to area of OADC. See, area of OADC plus area of ADB. This is rectangle and this is triangle. Okay, so what is the formula to find out area of rectangle? L into V. What is L here? OA. This is length OA into OC, or we can say AD. Okay, we can write AD. Why we are writing AD? That is both the side, both it is both on the rectangle and triangle. Okay, we can take OA into AD. That is OA into AD. What is the formula for area of rectangle? That is L into B. L into B. So area of rectangle is L into B and area of triangle is half into base into height. Okay. So half into base into height. So here plus what is the formula of area of triangle? ADB half into what is base here? AD as base. AB into height DB. Okay, so here we have OA. So what is OA? OA as U. Okay, OA as U. OA as U. Okay, into AB. What is AB? That is velocity V. Velocity V. Okay, see here OA is U. Okay, OA as U and AD as T. Right taken. AD as T. Right taken plus half into AD as T again. AD as T into DB. DB as B. Okay, DB as B. So half into B. Okay, so here UT plus half into v minus u. This v minus v u we can write it as, see, this v minus u we can write it as v minus u. So we can write the formula by a equals to v minus u by t. No, acceleration a equals to v minus u by t. Now we want only v minus u here. So at equals to v minus u. So we are substituting v minus u as at here. Okay. So now we have, that is ut plus half into a into t into t square. So s equals to distance, s equals to ut plus half into at square. Why we are taking the trapezium here? Okay, in the graphical representation we have a trapezium OABC. In that we have one rectangle and one triangle. Okay, so we want to add the area of this rectangle and triangle. From that we found out the formula. Distance equals to ut plus distance s equals to ut plus half into at square. Okay, now let us move on to the third formula. Okay, so what is the third formula here? What is the third formula? V square equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, see, v square equals to u square plus 2as. So what is, how to find out here? By the same as the graphical representation, we can take the trapezium OABC. Okay, so the area of the trapezium OABC we can take as it is, that is OA into OB into, sorry, OA plus OB into OC by 2. Okay, so we want to find out the trapezium, area of trapezium half into OA plus OB into OC. Okay, so here we can take that by the third equation, v square equals to u square plus 2as, that is distance s equals to area of trapezium OABC. Area of trapezium OABC, that is equals to, so s equals to, we are taking OA plus OB into OC by 2. Okay, that is equals to, here OA. What is OA here? OA is u. U plus OB is, OB we can say u plus B. OB is B. Okay, that is the full distance O to B. So here AB we wrote, that is B minus U. That is OB as B and OA as U. So we can write OB as B. Okay, now here we have OB as B into OC. What is OC? OC as T. Okay, OC as T by, okay, so here S equals to U plus B into T by S. See, U plus B into T by S here. Okay, that is, here we want to separate and write these two terms. Here T we can write by the term in, by the formula A equals to U minus, sorry, B minus U by T. Okay, so here we have, that is A equals to B minus U by T. In the formula we want T. So T equals to B minus U by A. Okay, we are applying this in the formula here. Okay, that is U plus B by 2 into T, we can rewrite it as B minus U by A. Okay, U minus B minus U by A. Okay, so here for that we have, so U plus B into B minus U. This we can write it as B plus U into B minus U. Okay, so B plus U, we can write it as B plus U by 2 into B minus U by A. Okay, so B plus U into B minus U, we can write A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B. We saw in algebraic identities now. So keep in mind, A plus B into A minus B, we have A square minus B square. That is B plus U into B minus U. We can write it as B square minus U square by 2A. Okay, 2A. So this 2A goes this side. Okay, let us was the